What if discipline wasn't a habit, but a weapon? A force so honed it carves through excuses like steel through silk. In the fires of feudal Japan, one philosophy emerged that turned ordinary men into unbreakable fortresses of will. It's not about grinding harder, it's about forging deeper. This is Bushido, the warrior's code that demands total surrender to rigor. For 30 minutes, we'll dismantle it piece by piece, revealing how to wield it in your chaotic world. If you've ever started strong only to fade, or felt your resolve crack under pressure, this is your forge. Enter if you dare. The scariest discipline awaits. Bushido, the way of the warrior, wasn't born in peace, it was hammered out in the blood-soaked era of the Sengo Jidai, Japan's warring states period from 1467 to 1603. Imagine a land fractured by feuding clans, where loyalty was currency and betrayal meant ritual suicide. From this chaos rose the samurai class, bound by an unwritten code that elevated them above mere fighters. Coined later by scholars like Nitobe Inazo in his 1900 book Bushido, The Soul of Japan, the term distilled 7 cardinal virtues: Gi, justice, rectitude; Yu, courage; Jin, benevolence; Rei, respect and politeness; Makoto, honesty, sincerity; Meo, honor; and Chugi, loyalty. But Bushido was no dusty relic, it was alive, pulsing through daily life. At its core, Bushido rejected half measures. Samurai rose before dawn for zazen meditation, trained until muscles screamed, and ended days reviewing failures under lantern light. Take the tale of Tsukuhara Bokuden, a 15th century sword saint who retired undefeated after 37 duels. He didn't boast, he embodied Mujo, the impermanence of all things, using it to fuel relentless preparation. Today, in our age of instant gratification, Bushido stares us down like a katana's edge. It promises not comfort, but conquest over the self. We'll explore its 7 pillars, each with historical anchors, modern bridges, and drills to embed them. By the end, you'll see discipline not as punishment, but as power. Let's step onto the path. First pillar, Gi, or rectitude, the unyielding spine of moral clarity. In Bushido, this meant deciding right from wrong without waver, then acting as if your soul depended on it. Samurai like Saigo Takamori, the last samurai of the 19th century, lived this during the Satsuma Rebellion. Facing imperial betrayal, he chose honorable resistance over compromise, leading 300 men to their deaths at Shiroyama in 1877, not for victory, but for principle. Gi wasn't abstract, it was daily judgment calls, like refusing bribes or correcting a flawed strike mid-kata. Why scary? Because true rectitude demands auditing your every choice. In neuroscience terms, it's prefrontal cortex dominance, overriding impulses with ethical GPS. Apply it, adopt the warrior audit. At day's end, journal 3 decisions: what was just? What bent? What broke? Over time, this sharpens intuition. I've watched entrepreneurs pivot from shady deals to ethical empires using Gi, turning potential scandals into legacies. Start small, next time temptation whispers, skip the gym, fudge a report, pause, breathe, align with your code. Rectitude isn't restriction, it's liberation from regret's chains. Yu, courage, follows, but not the reckless charge of fools. Bushido's bravery was calculated valor, blending fearlessness with wisdom. Recall Minamoto no Yoshitsune, the 12th century general whose daring leaps across boiling cauldrons at the Battle of Ikinotani in 1184 turned tides. He didn't ignore peril, he danced with it, assessing risks in the heat. Courage here is Yuki, spirit energy that propels through terror, rooted in preparation. Modern echo, flow state psychology, where adrenaline sharpens focus. To build you, embrace fear inoculation. Weekly, face a micro-battle, cold shower at dawn, holding for 2 minutes while visualizing a duel. Or public speaking sans notes, channeling Yoshitsune's leap. Track in a courage ledger, exposure, heart rate peak, lesson gleaned. This callous the mind, as ultra-athletes like Wim Hof demonstrate with breathwork extremes. Scary because it exposes cowardice as habit, not fate, transform it, and doors that once slammed shut creak open. Jin, benevolence, tempers the blade, strength without mercy is savagery. Bushido warriors protected the weak as fiercely as they struck enemies. Oda Nobunaga, the 16th century unifier, showed this duality, ruthless conqueror yet patron of tea ceremonies fostering harmony. In his domain, samurai weren't just killers, they mediated village disputes, embodying a Nasaki, compassionate heart. This pillar humanizes discipline, countering burnout. Positive psychology's Helpers High validates it, acts of kindness release oxytocin, fueling endurance. Practice Jin rounds, daily, identify one act of unseen service, mentor a junior, feed a stray. No fanfare, log privately. Over months, this weaves empathy into rigor, creating sustainable drive. Scary? It reveals how isolation breeds weakness, benevolence binds you to a greater whole, making solo struggles obsolete. Rei, respect or politeness, is Bushido's polish, the art of honoring all through form. From the lowliest peasant to the emperor, samurai bowed with equal depth, recognizing universal dignity. Yamamoto Tsunemo's Hagakure, 1716, warns, the way of the samurai is found in death, but only after perfect courtesy. This wasn't show, it was strategy, disarming foes with deference. In today's gridlock, Rei cuts through ego. Emotional intelligence models, like Goleman's, highlight empathy's role in leadership. Cultivate it via Rei rituals, morning bow to your reflection, affirm shared humanity. In meetings, listen fully before responding, mirroring the opponent's words first. This builds alliances, turning rivals to allies. The terror? Respect demands vulnerability, lowering your guard to elevate others, yet it forges unbreakable bonds. Makoto, sincerity, honesty, is the code's keystone, words and deeds as one. Liar's fracture, the true warrior speaks truth like a vow. Take Date Masamune, the one-eyed dragon of the Tohoku region, 1567 to 1636, who honored pacts even when victory beckoned deceit. His domain thrived on trust, not treachery. Integrity's power? Behavioral economics shows honest networks outperform deceptive ones long-term. Embed Makoto with truth vows, weekly, confess one hidden flaw to a trusted circle, no excuses. Follow with accountability pacts, state a goal publicly, track transparently. This purges self-deception, the silent killer of progress. Scary because honesty mirrors your fractures, but mending them births authenticity's armor. Meo, honor, looms largest, the soul's currency. Bushido equated disgrace with death, honor was life eternal. Asano Naganori 1701 AKO incident inspired the 47 Ronin tale, avenging their lord's forced suicide. They waited years, then struck, committing mass seppuku. Honor demanded patience, not impulse. Psychologically, it's intrinsic motivation, acting for self-respect over applause. Forge it through honor challenges, define 3 non-negotiables, e.g., never quit mid-set, defend them fiercely. When tempted to fold, invoke the Ronin, what legacy does Dishina leave? This elevates routine to right. The fear factor? Honor's weight crushes the mediocre, but lifts legends. Chugi, loyalty, binds all, the devotion to lord, clan, and self. Without it, Bushido crumbles. Yusuji Kenshin, 1530 to 1578, the Dragon of Ekigo, exemplified this, fighting for righteousness, he spared enemies in loyalty to Dharma. His rival Takeda Shingen respected him as a brother in arms. Loyalty today combats fleeting commitments. Attachment theory underscores secure bonds' role in resilience. Practice Chugi circles, commit to one-person project weekly, deliver beyond expectation. Review, did it honor the bond? This creates momentum, turning isolation to interdependence. Scary? Loyalty exposes betrayal's sting, but true allegiance multiplies strength exponentially. Bushido's terror lies in totality, 7 pillars interlocking into a life of no escape from excellence. From World War II code breakers to Silicon Valley founders, its echoes persist. Steve Jobs drew Rei for Apple's design ethos, Navy SEALs invoke Chugi in teams. Integrate via Bushido Codex, morning recitation of virtues, evening reflection. Start with 1 pillar weekly, watch mediocrity flee. You've glimpsed the scariest discipline, not chains, but wings. Claim it, one bow at a time. Subscribe for more warrior forges. Comment, which pillar calls you first? Next, Musash's Void. Until then, live the code.